Welcome to another edition of Mariners Routine Checkup, brought to you by Virginia Mason Franciscan Health. Today we're catching up with one of the newest Mariners, Tyler Locklear. Lock, thanks for joining us and giving us a couple minutes of your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
So, being new, you've just got called up. Talk us through that whole experience.
I was getting ready to go into the cage, actually. I thought I was playing the Reno Aces that night on Saturday, I think it was, and Skip called me into his office, asked me if I could play outfield. Told him I'd done it in BP before, and he goes, well, good thing you don't got to play outfield for us because you're going to play first base in Seattle. It was just a roller coaster of emotions, making a couple phone calls, had 4 hours to catch the flight. So it was just everything you could imagine, just a dream come true. And I was just glad that I could get the call and call my family, and glad that they were able to come too.
And that was, starting out in Arkansas earlier in the year, you just kind of got into AAA, gotten your feet wet there, and then the call came. Who was the first call? You mentioned it, making some phone calls. Who was the first call that you made?
My parents. Thankfully, they were all together, so called my dad. My mom was next to him, and coincidentally, one of my high school buddies that I graduated with just happened to be sitting next to him at the restaurant they were at, so he got to come and hear the call as well.
Awesome. And so you're going to KC, you get on a plane, you end up in KC. Kind of walk us through what it's like to walk into a big league clubhouse for the first time and just see all these lockers, guys that you've watched on TV, but now you're a part of their team. What's that like?
Getting to be with them in the spring kind of helped a little bit. It helped the nerves, just getting to know everybody, kind of know who they are. And just walking that big league clubhouse, you go down that tunnel, you just see all these pictures of just guys that have been there before you. It was really cool and a surreal moment. And then just taking it all in, they were really good, helping me, welcoming me with open arms.
I love it. And what is, and it's one of the things that I love about baseball, guys, especially with younger players, willing to, kind of take them under their wing. What are some of the pieces of advice that you got from guys as you got there for the first time?
They were just telling me about how their debuts went, just what to do. Garv told me, walk out there, look up, then don't look back up again, just because you're gonna scare yourself. Julio told me, be aggressive first at bat, just swing it all out pretty much, get all the jitters going, and then hone in and do your approach and stick to who you are and what got you there.
And so you get to game time starts, you get your first hit in your first game, and it's a big one. It's a double, puts the team ahead. Walk us through, what you're feeling in that moment.
I honed into the scouting report, downer slider guy, got a slider that didn't down, got it over the plate, and was able to stay on it and drive it into right center. Just really cool to be able to come through in such an early moment for those guys.
Tyler Locklear in his major league debut drives one right center field. Isbell on his horse and slicing away from me, gets down. That's his first hit. Here comes Haniger to third. Manny waving him on, and he's going to score without a throw. Tyler Locklear with his first base hit, first RBI, and the Mariners have a 2-1 lead here in the seventh.
Lock, really appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Dan.
Awesome. This has been Mariners Routine Checkup. Be sure to schedule your checkup with your doctor at Virginia Mason Franciscan Health at vmfh.org.